Hey guys, welcome back to the channel today. So we're dealing with a winter storm here that just got done with yesterday. It was like a 48-hour system. There's a ton of snow around, and I thought that was the perfect time to talk about Stellantis and what they are doing. So if you are the Dodge faithful or the Chrysler faithful like I am, Stellantis faithful, whatever, you've noticed that they laid off 2% of their workforce, and that workforce was a lot of engineers. So from what I have read and what I have seen online, a lot of them were laid off, not told to come to work on a Friday, I believe, and then of course the following work day were laid off. Whatever day that was, I'm not sure. I didn't pay attention to that. So let's focus on this. This was a big hit. Dodge specifically. We're talking about electric vehicles here. So Dodge sales are declining, of course. Stellantis sales in general are declining, and they're kind of going on the concept of raising prices, lower sales, but less overhead, more profit, that type of thing. And I can understand where that comes from. I'm a businessman myself. I completely understand that. But what I don't understand is your sales are going to drop so low that, and it's already showing, that you're not going to be able to hold the workforce. And that's the thing. Stellantis is pushing for electric vehicles so hard that their sales are going to decline so bad that we don't know if there's going to be a Dodge or a Chrysler in years to come. We're thankful that Stellantis does have Ram, what I'm in right now, my beautiful Ram truck that I love so much, and Jeep to carry the load of these four American automakers that sell primarily the most out of Maserati, Alfa, Fiat, and then the four that I just listed. So Ram and Jeep are essentially carrying the load. Now, there will be no V8 left for Ram or Jeep. We can already see with Jeep, they're going towards hybridization and those Hurricane engines, and same with Ram trucks now in 2025. No more V8, no more Hemi. So I'm really curious to see when that happens, how those vehicles will sell. You know, Ram has always been known since the middle 2000s of having a big, strong Hemi V8 that blew away the competition in terms of performance, towing, payload, everything like that. And now that is going away. Now, granted, they're still going to be the horsepower leaders, but, and Jeep will be too for that matter, if they have the Hurricane engine in the Grand Cherokee. But here's the thing. Are the Dodge faithful, Chrysler faithful going to buy that product over a Ford or now a Chevy or a GMC with the available 6.2 liter V8? You know, are we going to do that? I certainly will, because I'm a diehard Chrysler guy. But are the middle fence people, are the people in the middle of the fence going to do that? I don't think so. And here's why. These products now are so expensive that the person making $50, $70, $80, $90,000, even $90,000 a year where I'm at, we can't go out and afford an $90 or $80 or $90,000 truck. And I've already done videos in the past. My truck spec'd out as it is, brand new now for 2025, is $82,000. That doesn't include the exhaust work. That doesn't include the tires. That doesn't include the rims that this truck has. So now you're looking at a truck that's topping $90,000 for a Laramie, not top trim. Am I going to pay that? Hell no. I'm going to go out and buy a used TRX for $70,000. Why the hell would I pay $90,000 for a new truck? That's unbelievable. So I digress. And I digress with Jeep as well. Why would we, when we were looking for vehicles for my girlfriend, I can't afford to pay, or we can't, or she can't afford to pay, and she makes good money, mind you. She can't afford a $50,000 used Jeep with all the options that we needed on it with a V8? She can't afford that. Like, why? It's astronomical. $40,000, yeah, but so here's where I'm going with it. These trucks and Jeeps now are $60,000, $70,000, $80,000, $90,000. So now you're getting into the level of upper middle class that can afford these vehicles. People that are making six figures a year. Not a lot of people that make six figures a year in the northern states, where I'm from at least. And here's the thing, frugal people such as myself, I'm not going to go out and take $1,000 car payment, which, yeah, I could totally afford that. Am I going to do that? No, that's stupid. That's really stupid. And people now are starting to understand that, at least from what I've talked to and what I've seen. So Stellantis is going to be in a world of hurt, because you've got people like me who are smart enough not to pay $8,000, $9,000, $1,000, $1,100 for a truck per month for 5 years. That's ridiculous. I'm telling you, that is ridiculous. I don't care how much money you make. That's ridiculous. So now you've got Dodge and Chrysler moving to EV. No hybridization, just trying to go straight to EV, specifically Chrysler. They want to be all EV by 2028, I think. That's not going to happen. That's just not going to happen. We've seen it with the administration in office now. Not to get political by any means, but they're pushing back the mandates for electric vehicles. And here's the thing, I'm all for electric vehicles. I would drive one. It makes total sense. I'm getting 15 miles to the gallon with my truck right now, and that's really good. I've been averaging about 13 lately. I would love to have an EV, but with my job, where I'm at in life, and my location of my house and my business, it doesn't make sense for me to go to EV. And granted, I do have my Challenger and my 300, but those are fun cars. Those are not meant to be electric vehicles. So my main daily driver, yeah, if I didn't need a truck, I would have an EV, but I need a truck. And that's where a lot of people fall into it. It's not necessarily the range anxiety anymore, because these electric vehicles are getting more than enough range for the average person, especially if you have a charger at your house or you can install one. But here's the problem. EV chargers cost money in your house, and you need to be a homeowner, which that's getting tougher and tougher now. You need to be a homeowner to have these electric vehicle chargers, and they're expensive. I've heard upwards of $2,000 to have them installed by the time you get the unit and the install, maybe even more. So now you're relying on that, and now you have to buy the electric vehicle itself. So the upfront cost is expensive. The upfront cost is expensive. You have to lock yourself into your electric vehicle for a while to make up for that spending of gas, essentially. So for me, it just doesn't make sense, and that's where a lot of people are at too. Now, like I said, I'm all about electric vehicles, and I think it should be mandated that companies need to have at least one electric vehicle in their fleet. For sure, that's the right thing to do, because you're going to get buyers for that product. It's no doubt you're going to get buyers for that product. But here's the problem. If you move your whole fleet, especially a fleet that was known for their V8s in Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep, and just quit that cold turkey and go right to EV or right to hybridization or turbos in a V6 or straight 6, your buyers aren't going to like that, and that's a bad business model. You need to wean us off of it, and they haven't been doing a very good job, because here's the thing. The new Charger went right to EV. I would have given Dodge, Stellantis a little bit more leeway, and Tim Kuniskis did a hell of a job selling the product. But I would have gave Dodge and Stellantis a little bit more leeway if that Hurricane inline 6 came out this year in 2024, not 2025. So now we have to wait probably at least a whole nother year to get the ICE version of the Charger. Who knows how sales are going to go in the next year for Dodge. Let's just stick to Dodge here for a second. Now Chrysler, I don't know what they're doing. We're moving back to Dodge. I don't even want to talk about Chrysler. So Dodge, they've got the Hornet, which is the worst selling new car on the market, or one of the worst. You've got the Durango, that's their leader. That's Dodge's leader right now. They're killing it with the Durango. That thing is old as hell. We have a Durango. We love the freaking thing. It's awesome, and it's selling like crazy because it's about the only manly SUV out there that you can have fun and all your whole family in, and tow a lot. So essentially, you've got the Durango leading the charge, and what's left of these Chargers and Challengers on the lot are not selling because dealers have markups on them. Now, I have seen where dealers are deeply discounting these cars, but now nobody wants these cars because of the price of gas. So gas is now going up. So that's going to turn people away. But it just feels like people aren't buying these cars now because Dodge just left us out to dry. They just left us cold turkey. So, and it's not Dodge, it's Stellantis, it's not Dodge, it's not Tim Kuniskis, it's not the company. The people who work there are going through a lot of hell right now, and I feel bad for them. I truly do. So, it's going to be really interesting next year when you've got a Hornet, a Charger, and a Durango, which I don't know in 2025 if they're going to carry the Durango. So it may be the Hornet and the Charger, and that's it. That's it. 2 vehicles in the lineup. An electric Charger with an ICE version coming. Now, we don't know when we're going to see that. And a hybridized Dodge Hornet that costs upwards of $50,000. $50,000 for a 1.3 liter. You know, it is fast, it is cool, but it's $50,000 for a subcompact SUV. That's a lot of money. $40,000 is adjustable in today's market. $50,000? No. Nope. So, I guess the only thing we can do is wait and see what Stellantis has in plan for these 4 automakers, Dodge specifically, if they truly are going to go on the market of, or on the plan, the marketing plan, or the business plan of less sales, less overhead, less employees, blah, 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 less overall cost, and see if they can make a profit, a good profit. You know, do they care about market share anymore? Clearly not. You know, they must be doing well overseas enough to lead the charge over there to make enough money for them. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I really don't. I'm truthfully worried about the brand as a whole. I'm curious to see how it's going to be this time next year, and what is going to happen with these car companies here. I guess really I'm curious to see what it's going to be like 5 years down the road. So with that being said, that's about all I have on Dodge today. If you guys like this content, please like and subscribe. I like doing this stuff. I like diving into the business model of different companies as a business owner myself, who works really hard at his craft and his branding and his image to try to, you know, boost my business up enough so I can live the life I want to live. I love looking at different companies such as Stellantis. So, alright guys, I digress. Stay safe, take care, like and subscribe. Thanks.